Welcome to the Greg and Martin 10-minute chat hour. I'm Greg Lestraps.
And I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from running a marathon of YouTube superstardom. But I'm not going to stop because you deserve it.
Yeah, they totally deserve this.
Can I tell you something else?
No, please, tell me anything else.
I'm bald.
That's true. That's a true story. Has that always been the case?
I've
known you your whole life,
Yeah.
and yet I can't even really remember if there was a time that you had hair.
I used to have hair. Well, I have a couple of memories about hair. Well, I have a lot of memories. I have fond memories, because I used to have hair.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, I always loved your hair. Your
Did you?
hair, it was straight and it was relaxed, and for the long time you had like a ponytail, and I loved it. I thought it was super cool, and so I tried to grow my hair like that because I thought I want to have hair like my big brother. But my hair didn't do that. My hair was it was curly, and your hair grew like down and kind of wavy. My hair kind of grew up and out, no matter what I tried to do to it. So eventually I kind of figured out I can't have hair like that, but I could probably do something. I could do something with it.
Yeah.
And so our brother, my older brother, your younger brother, his name is Aaron. I was in junior high, 7th grade, probably, I don't know, maybe like 13 years old. He's year and a half, as far as school goes, 2 years above me. So he would have been in 9th grade. He had me convinced, absolutely convinced, that he knew how to give me a good proper haircut, that he could do something with my hair that otherwise I don't know what to do with it, that he could do something and make it look cool. That's all I want. I was a kid. I was in school. I just wanted a cool haircut. And so he had us have some hair clippers. I don't even think they were his. He probably either borrowed them / stole them from one of his friends. And then he said, just let me use the hair clippers and he's going to do me up, right? Yeah. So I was like, that sounds cool. Our parents were nowhere in sight. They were nowhere in a position to tell either one of us that this was probably not a good idea.
Which is actually really odd because our parents were almost always in sight. That's
the thing.
Especially our mom. She's a very hands-on mom.
Very present.
You can't trust her.
No.
Can't trust her.
No.
But she was very involved.
On this day,
both of our parents.
I couldn't trust her to save me from what was about to happen.
This particular day.
So I had plenty of hair. And so he took the clippers, and in his absolute expert haircutting experience, decided the best idea was to start right down the middle.
Yeah.
And that way,
that's how most hairstylists do it.
that way, if it didn't work out, we could work backwards from there. So he took the clippers, assured me this was going to work out great. Went right down the middle, and it was like it was like the rainforest being cut down, including the tears streaming down my eyes when I went to. In fact, it wasn't before I even knew what happened. He got about halfway across my head. The look on his face was all I needed.
I'm thinking of a word. Synergy. No?
I was gonna.
Another
no,
word?
Unfortunately, it was not. Hashtag not synergy. And so we both knew that there was only one way to remedy this. He had to take the rest of it off. And now this was 1991.
Okay.
So this was a couple of decades ago, and it was certainly not a time like now 2015. Every other dude has a shave. Guys who can grow a beautiful head of hair will shave it off because it looks kind of all right.
Yeah.
In 1991,
nobody was doing that.
The only reason you didn't have hair was
if your brother tried to cut your hair.
Your brother tried to cut your hair. You were a member of a neo-Nazi group.
Yeah.
Or
both.
Or both.
Yeah.
Or those were kind of the two scenarios.
Yeah.
So we had to shave the rest of my hair off. I was in tears because all I could imagine was going to school with my hair like this. I found our absent mother, probably in tears, convinced her to let me stay home the next day from school, and she did.
Yeah,
I actually got to stay home just so I can contemplate how in the world am I going to go to school with a shaved head. And then I thought, you know what? In a very misguided moment of youth, I thought they're not going to notice.
They're not going to notice.
It's just going to be a normal day.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of memories. One of them being, I was like the Elephant Man during lunch. Just a crowd of kids, just looking in my head, snickering, laughing, joking. There was jokes about Rogaine. There was jokes about chemotherapy. Lots of dark comedy.
That's nice. No,
over my
kids
head.
are great.
Yeah.
Kids are really nice.
And it was but whatever. Like of course the irony is today. I shaved my head on purpose, but in 1991, hair today.
Hashtag hair today. I like
Sweet.
it.
Now that's synergy.
I like it.
Up
Synergy.
high.
Beautiful, baby. No, you know what's really funny is as a kid, I actually do remember that you had hair. Martin had, and Aaron, both of my brothers had this beautiful curly hair. Mm-hmm. He wanted straight hair. I wanted the beautiful curly hair.
Hashtag irony.
Irony. Hashtag Oh Henry. But I didn't. I had straight hair like my mom. They had curly hair like our dad. And but my grandmother had the solution to this. Mm-hmm. In the 4th grade, my grandmother had enough of me wishing that I had curly hair, and she gave me a perm. My grandmother gave me a perm in the 4th grade, and
Such a good idea.
so great. And I remember it, and I just complained. I was like, "What? This smells awful. What are you doing to me? This can't be right. There's something wrong. You're doing something wrong." And she says, "No, baby, pain for beauty." And I was like, I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. Anyway, I had this perm. My hair, I had a total fro. Came way out. I was like, you know how cats look when you douse them with water? That's how I looked, except the other direction. I went to school the next day, and at the time, it was like Barbara Streisand had this album called Streisand Superman, and she had a big, and everybody started calling me Barbara Streisand at school, and I said no. I went home and I was like, no, I can't. Let's get rid of it. And again, same thing with me. I made them give me a haircut. They cut my hair to like about that short, and you could still see little bits of waves in my hair, but no, I was not having it. Did not enjoy that. But
No.
you had beautiful hair.
I did. There was a time.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And I think a lot of people assume that maybe I'm the bald one because I wear so
You
many
always wear
hats.
a hat.
But I love hats. That's the
Yeah.
reason that I wear hats. I've always worn hats.
And a lot of people see me and they say, "Why doesn't he wear
He
hats?"
should really wear hats. Is what they say.
That would probably work out.
If you're right now, while you're thinking about it, go to the comment section and tell Martin exactly why he should wear hats. We're all thinking it.
How dare you?
No, I'm just kidding. So what else about hair?
Well, I think if it's not obvious, I probably somewhat overcompensate for my lack of scalpel hair with my chin hair.
Oh yeah,
I actually grow from the time I was a teenager. I've grown beards pretty easily.
You grow hair pretty well. It looks like, because I always have kind of a beard going on. I keep it pretty short, but I can't grow a beard like you can grow.
You
a
like to
beard.
give the impression that there's more on the way.
No, but there's not. And in
No.
fact, I go to the bar. Okay, this is another thing. I love hats. Mm-hmm. Ironically, I love haircuts. I love haircuts. That's the day that I always look forward to haircut day. I go once a month, like the same week of every month. I look forward to it. It's amazing. I love the whole experience of going to a barber shop.
You should see his diary the night before haircut day.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. My diary.
Like a schoolgirl.
So but I go, and every time, well, not anymore because they know me now. But
Sure.
you go to a new barber, and the first thing they ask is, I like it short on the sides. They go, oh, are you gonna have the beard? Do you want us to keep it? I'm like, yeah, but don't worry about it because I can't grow hair here. I can't grow sideburns. They say, do you want the sideburns? And I'm like, if I could grow sideburns, I probably would. But no, I could. There's a big patch right there. It would look ridiculous, like what do you call it? A fade?
Sure. You know, but there's a certain style that I see a lot, kind of with the basketball players. I don't think it's exclusive to them, but they'll have a full beard, they'll have a nice faded haircut.
Yeah.
They have the missing patch, but it's on purpose.
So it's bad enough that if I wear a Twins hat, people think I like baseball. If I actually grew out my sideburns, people would assume that I was a basketball player.
Yeah, the day that I could actually attach my beard to my hairline was a very, very proud day. But now I have the beard, but I shave my head. I had to figure out how to how to make a nice natural fade from my bald head to my beard.
That's really interesting.
I'm not a fan of the very sharp line of this is where the beard stops. Here's where the scalp begins.
You know what? So I used to have long hair. You mentioned I had you mentioned I had ponytails. I mean, I would occasionally wear a ponytail,
Sure.
but it wasn't always a ponytail.
Because I remember because I wanted a ponytail.
No, but my hair came about like that, down to there, and I was
Luxurious.
yeah, and then I cut it because I think the last long hair.
Oh.
Oh. Bye.